Many Christians tell us that Jesus is the physical, begotten Son of God. But do we find that message in the Bible?
Okay, I hope you guys have heard him clearly. So his question is, how can Jesus be physically Son of God? So in the end of this video, I would give one of the finest example, how can Jesus be Son of God? So welcome guys to my channel. If you are new here, please do subscribe and share with your fellow being, and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section. So let's try to fix him. Okay, if Jesus is not Son of God, then why we all refer him as Son of God? And what does it mean when Jesus said he is Son of God? So, Jesus is not God's Son in the sense of human nature or worldly father and son. And we do not believe that God married or had any sexual relation with Mary. I'm sorry to say this, but this is how you answer them. But Jesus is God's Son in the sense that he is made or manifested in the form of human nature. John chapter 1 verse 1 to 14. Jesus is God's Son because Mary conceived Jesus by the Holy Spirit. Luke chapter 1 verse 35 tells us the angel answered, "The Holy Spirit would come or cover you with the power of the highest, will overshadow you, and so the Holy One to be born will be called as Son of God." When Jesus was presented before the Jewish leader, they asked him, "I charge you under the oath of by the living God." They also questioned Jesus on being Son of God, just as Muslims do today. They asked him, "Tell us if you are the Christ or Son of God." Matthew chapter 26 verse 63. Jesus answered, "Yes, it is as you say." But Jesus also replied, "But I say to all of you, in the future you will see the Son of God sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One, God the Father, and see coming on the cloud." Matthew chapter 26 verse 64. Jewish leader accused Jesus of wickedness. Matthew chapter 26 verse 65 to 66 under Pontius Pilate. They said, "We have law and we swear to follow that law. Therefore he must die because he claimed to be Son of God." John chapter 19 verse 7. But why was Jesus claiming to be Son of God was considered as wickedness, and how come this was worthy of death sentence? Jewish leader could see or understood exactly what Jesus meant by the word Son of God. To be Son of God is to be of same nature as God. The Son of God claimed to be of same nature as God, or in fact to be God, but this felt like wickedness to the Jewish leader, just as to Muslims today. Therefore, they asked for death sentence for Jesus, keeping Leviticus chapter 24 verse 15 and Hebrews chapter 1 verse 3 tells us clearly that the Son is the happiness of God's glory and exact representation of his being. Okay, here is one of the finest example which I happened to mention earlier in this video, which can be found in John chapter 17 verse 12, where Judah is described as the son of perdition. John chapter 6 verse 71 clearly tells us that Judah was the son of Simon. Then what does John chapter 17 verse 12 means by describing Judah as the son of perdition? The word perdition means the destruction, ruin, or waste, but Judah was not the literal son of destruction or waste, but these things were the identity of Judah's life. In the same way, Jesus is the Son of God. The Son of God is God. Jesus is God made manifested. John chapter 1 verse 1 and 14. And I hope you guys like this video. Please do subscribe and share with your fellow being, and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section.